Hi guys. All right. Today is Manifestation Advice Day. As you know, I often tell you guys it's more important not to want something. It's the most important thing. And all of you say, but how can I not want what I want? And I always tell you, no matter what, you have to match the I don't want it vibe. No matter what. That is a requirement to have it. You're matching a vibration to pull anything out of thin air. And if that's the case, okay, if you're pulling anything out of thin air, your ability to understand how you do that is of the utmost importance. The second thing that is of the utmost importance is to remember that you're matching a vibe. That's the only way you pull something out of thin air. This is not rare. This is really fucking easy. And I mean this sincerely. Any 5-year-old can do this. But until you are aware that you can do that, you're going to be worried about the things you can have and not have. And that worry creates resistance. And you're working on making sure you don't have that resistance. Okay? I need you to get this around your head. The most important thing you can do is let go of that desire. Match the vibe. Match the vibe. And you got to remember, if you're matching the vibe, you already have it. So if you already have something, you wouldn't want it. That's the utmost thing. Okay? But this advice is going to be a little bit different. This advice you can use in particular, ladies, if you're dating. Oh, this is not meant to be, perhaps I can put it this way. You guys are looking for gentlemen to chase you. You guys are looking to flip that on its axis. Most times, out of a sense of inadequacy, you find yourself overcompensating. If this is you, and you're not the one being chased, and you're trying to figure out, how do I flip this? How do I switch this so that I'm the one being chased? I don't want to be the one being chased. Okay? So the way you flip this is really easy. This is a power play. This is a power play. You're going to go for neutrality. Okay? Your power play is going to sound so simple. Is to say, I don't know. Whenever these gentlemen or ladies, whatever, show you attention, okay, and they're romantic about it and everything, receive it, but maintain the awareness, I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Okay? I don't care how bad you want something. I don't know yet. The reason this flips it on its axis, as long as you don't know, the universe will show you all the ways you should know. And so this person over here automatically must prove to you why you should know. The dynamic has changed. From the minute I say I don't know, you now have to pick up the relay ball and show me the effort. Okay? I'm sorry I didn't say this before. I should have. It's the most common sense thing, right? I don't chase love. Not something I do. Okay? But it's because I never knew, and maybe I needed to like see that for so ever. When I don't know, they chase me. They show me. They've got to prove it to me. And this has nothing to do with masculine or feminine energy because it works both ways. As long as someone doesn't know, it automatically triggers, if you feel inadequate, especially, if you have any kind of sense of inadequacy, right? You're going to be triggered one of two ways. You're either going to run from the connection because you're afraid of it and you're afraid of being there, or, okay, you're going to go out of your way to prove that you're worthy. And this is where a lot of women fall short because then they start chasing the man instead of the man chasing her. Or the masculine energy, I'm sorry, not man necessarily, okay? That masculine energy must do the pursuing, okay? So as long as you maintain this neutrality, you're not creating excess potential, okay? And this is very important. When you really want something, you create excess potential, okay? And you know this by how impossible or how hard something feels to create in the moment, right? If you really want it, it's not like the cup of coffee, Let's say it's a baby. Let's say it's a relationship, a car, a job. It doesn't matter what it is. If you really, really want it, that's the only time you worry about whether or not you can have it. That excess potential, that fear that it might not happen, that's what you're trying to learn from. That excess energy, okay, won't occur if you maintain that neutrality of I don't know. I don't know whether or not this is what I want. When you maintain that neutrality, as long as you don't know, all the options are going to keep appearing. Everything's going to keep coming to you. This is a flip. And you can use this in dating, you can use this in anything. But you want to reverse the effort. You want the effort to show you why you want it, not the other way around. Especially when it comes to courting. Your upper hand will always be, I don't know yet. I'm not sure. So let me see what else you got. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. And they could be amazing, amazing, but you don't know yet. The reason this protects you, okay, is because I cannot protect you from the lessons that are coming, okay? I can only arm you with the ability to see things, okay? And in dating, there are things called love bombing. This is too much attention too early. And for someone who may be traumatized and starved for attention, love bombing, okay, is the first sign and the invitation of a narcissist, of someone who is trying to scam you. Very common, okay? I'm not saying that they may or may not be like this. It may not be, but it is like a 98% chance that that's what's happening. They could be not doing that, but there's a 98% chance that this love bombing too soon, too fast to someone who's been traumatically starved for attention is like a gas explosion. You're so starved for it that all the love bombing, now you just think you just know. Beware. That is not how you maintain your power. You maintain your power by not knowing. Because here's the thing. No one can keep a facade up for more than a certain amount of time. The chips fall, the costume mask falls off, and their real nature shows up. And you have to maintain that discernment no matter how bad you want this attention, okay? Maintain that neutrality. This is your power. Neutral. If you think you know, you create the opposite, the potential for loss. And if you do it too soon, you probably enter those experiences. Okay? So there is such a thing as love bombing. There is such a thing as wolves in sheep clothing. There is men that want to test you because they're married. They're single and then they're single. Because there's the married single. Okay? So there's all kinds of options available to you when you don't know, and I get that. But they're all going to come, and you must prepare mentally for these things. Beware of love bombers. Especially if you're starved for attention, you're easy pickings. You're easy pickings. I am not someone who would take advantage of that, but I swear to God, love bombers find the ones that are starved for attention, and it's like fire and a gasoline and an explosion in your whole life. You're like, this is what I've dreamed of my whole life. So you want to give it. Yes? Yeah. That's when they go in and they go for the jugular, and the wolf slaughters the lamb. Please be careful. Please be careful. Maintain your neutrality. Your power is in I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maintain that. As long as you maintain that, this side right here, what appears to be outside of you, must make the effort. It's automatic. Now, ladies, If you don't believe me, please see how you're on the wrong side of the equation if you're chasing a man that doesn't want you. You're making the effort that he's not making. So I'm pointing out the facts and I'm teaching you how to flip it so that it goes back to its natural order, because you deserve a man who chases you. This is why I say do not want what doesn't want you, wrong side of the equation. And as long as you maintain I don't know, it's not a solid no and it's not a solid yes. And the reason that's important is because a solid no, if the man loves himself, hopefully he will not be stalkerish, because I've dealt with that before. And if he actually loves himself, this is the reason I turn them down, because I can see that they don't love themselves, so they're not a match for me. They're going to be codependently clingy to me. That turns me off. Might as well kill me. You might as well kill me. You might as well suck the life out of me right there. I don't like clingy. Okay? I do not like clingy. If ever you have chased a man and he runs, you want to ask me about what that feels like. You want to see what you're doing. You don't want to do this. This is a turn off. You're not trying to repel a man. You're trying to attract a man. Or a woman. I don't care. Okay? So you want to make sure you're following the rules of the pendulum. And if you want to flip that power on its axis, maintain the neutrality. Because no means no. So that closes that door. Okay? And so does yes. An absolute yes closes the door to all other possibilities. What if that guy was a love bomber? What if that guy was a wolf in sheep clothing? What if he was a cheater and just wanted you to be on another notch on his belt? So he's saying all the things you want to hear. And because you're so starved for attention, because you are saying yes, 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 you've now opened yourself up for the slaughter. This is why I tell you guys to heal first. Because if you were healed, you wouldn't even be attracted to the guy that doesn't want you. It's balance. And that balance is maintained by not knowing. You're not saying no, you're not closing the door, and you're not saying no to everything else. And it's just smart business. Okay? As a woman, let's say I'm a store. I'm a store. I need customers coming in and out. I need them to purchase, I'm a store. In order for me to be profitable, I must sell things. Customers must come in and out. Okay? This is the analogy I'm giving you. You do not shut down the whole store, for the most part, just because somebody walked in the window shop. He may or may not make a purchase. You do not shut down the whole store based on the fact that you're seeing the customer's potential to buy things. Just like you do not shut down the whole store until you're absolutely sure about this gentleman. So your place of power is, I don't know. Unless it's an absolute no. When you know, you know. Okay? I don't know. Even when you want to say yes, your place of power is, I don't know. Okay? What this does is it gives the other person the freedom to either hang himself because he can't keep up the facade, or be legitimately about you so you can make a wise and informed decision. Love is a choice, and anyone who says it's not, I'm so sorry. You're not in love. You're in this unhealthy, fleshly thing that Galatians told you was not love. Galatians told you that. I know you guys don't like the Bible sometimes, but if the Spirit gives you everything and you guys are rejecting the Spirit that gives you everything, including the love of your life, you don't want to do that stupid shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that's stupid as fuck. It's stupid as fuck. This is what I call a pendeja moment. A pendejo moment. Because, and I've been a pendeja and I've been a pendejo in my mind plenty of times, so I can point it out. I'm never making that mistake again. And you guys shouldn't either. Love is a choice. It's a free will choice. It's not forced. Never forced. You already know how I feel about that. I've been stalked long enough. My entire life. Y'all may not realize it because maybe you've never been on the receiving end of a stalker. But if you have, think about that. When you don't want something and it pushes and forces you, that's the equivalent of rape. It may be an energetic rape, but it's a fucking rape. And I feel very, very strongly about it because I've had to run from that. What you can do instead is flip the energy on its axis and let it do its work like it's supposed to. Let it show you. Take your time. Don't fall for that initial obsession because unfortunately, if you have been in survival mode for so long because you've never taken the time to face your wounds and see how you were behaving and what you were behaving and why you were attracted, and you didn't see why you were doing all this stuff, and you don't know that, okay? Red flags and butterflies feel exactly the same. Red flags and butterflies feel exactly the same. And what I'm trying to teach you is if you take your time, I'm not trying to be old-fashioned. I'm trying to be sensical. I don't want you jumping into a pool with no water head first. That would hurt. You understand? That would hurt. Now, if you need to bust your head open, feel free. Because I've needed to bust my head open. I will not deny that. But if you can be smarter right now, if you can change the course of everything that you do so that you're attracted to healthy options and you maintain your neutrality because it isn't needy, then congratulations, because even your anxious attachment style just got healed. And your lack of need is exactly why they need you. You flip the power on its axis where it belongs. Where it belongs. You guys want to be chased? It's real easy. Just don't know. I don't know. Let's see what you got. I don't know. Let's see what you got. I don't know. Let's see what you got. Okay? What this does for gentlemen. Okay? Gentlemen, I've told you this over and over and over and over again. And masculine energy, even if it's a woman, it's the same thing. Okay? What this does is give them a sense of accomplishment because now they have a reason. They have something to hunt. I know it sounds kind of funny, but it is. They have effort they need to make. How do they attribute their value? By what they accomplish. If you are not one of those accomplishments, then you are not valued. It's common sense. It's common sense. Being the one is so easy because it's not about them. And I know you guys want what you want. Oh, yeah, but he doesn't even exist out there. You're seeing all the specialness, all that attention, everything. That's you. And what you're doing is picking the best actor to show you to you. That's why it's not about them. It never will be. Today, I want to tell you, I'm not going to embarrass him, but I got off the phone call with him. It might be one of the proudest mama bear moments of my life. And I know you guys are not my children, but I need you to understand how I love you. You see, all of you play out the story that I am. And I will play out the story that you are. So it's true. No matter what, this is true. And so when I see your growth as an extension of me, it's like a proud mama bear moment. Like, wow, you did that. You know how hard it is to get people to see that? You did that. Now, the reason I'm so proud of him is this. Okay? He realizes something big. He sat with his emotions. He sat with his yucky stuff. And then he faced it. He's like, I don't need a crutch. I need me. It's not about her. It's about me. It's not about... He was making all of these, basically, really, truly making these connections. And he realized, as long as I make it about somebody else, I'm miserable because I'm placing my power outside of me. They're my God. And there I go, like a devoted puppy. And ladies, he's basically describing what you all do when you attach to what's not out there. And he was admitting, yeah, we all do it. But here's what's more important, and this is why I'm so proud. He realized he had connected to his peace, to his love, to that which he gave to himself, that which nobody else could give him. He realized, hold on, everything outside of me is a replica of the wholeness that I am. But it's me, and I'm the original model. So I'm not going to chase out there because I'm the original model. I am what I'm seeking. That's a very, very hard thing to see, you guys. But you are what you're seeking. And when you realize that, you lose the desire and you lose the attachment because you know it's you. You're always with you. And as long as you have that understanding, that maintain that balance, you gain your power back. Because now whatever's out there is going to try and show you why it wants to be with you. And this is not just dating. It's cars, it's jobs, it's everything. Maintain your neutrality so you can choose for more options, because as source, you're already getting all the options coming in. They're all coming in. All right, coming in. You're source. You're the vortex. Okay? Until you're aware you're the vortex, though, it feels like life's out of control. But if you realize you're the vortex, everything's coming to you. So that sense of neutrality doesn't close the door either way and keeps your options open. That's what I need you to do. I don't want you to shut down the store because one customer walked in. Okay? I don't want you to do that. I want you to use your discernment. And now, as long as you don't know, you maintain a place of power. That's the best, easiest, fastest way to get a man to chase you. Okay? Be what you want to receive, understand, and as long as you remember the outside is the inside is the outside. So my job is to make sure that everything goes on the inside of me. What appears to be outside, it just can't be in here. It's got to be out there. Because that's the inside of my body. I'm the outermost illusion of that. Okay? This physical vessel is 1% of the other 99% that I'm pretending not to be, but that I am. As long as I maintain that awareness, I can have it all. I can have it all. You maintain that awareness. It's like money. Okay? Grant Cardone said, what's the fastest way if you don't have any money to create that, to bring that wealth to you? And he said, okay, that's easy. Take $100 bill, never spend it, and put it in your wallet. What does that do? Well, it's very simple. You say to yourself, I can never be broke. I always have. And you're just using that $100. $100 doesn't mean anything. It could be a penny. It could be $20. It doesn't matter. Okay? Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter the amount. It's the fact and the understanding that you're trying to show yourself how you can hold things and use them. How you'll never be broken. There's your proof. You're giving yourself the physical proof. Okay? And you don't spend it. You must not spend it. You must always keep that money there. Until you develop the understanding that you'll never be broke. Then you can do whatever you want with it. But until you develop that understanding. So for me, the way I developed that understanding is I taught you guys how to use the money principle, right? But I gave you the example. I literally found $20 on the sidewalk. Normally God pays me $100, $200, $300, $400. I'm always finding money. Always finding money. But $20 seemed a little skimpy to me, right? So I was like, oh no, this isn't my usual money that I'd be finding. So I was like, I'm going to clearly invest this. So I took that $20 and I gave it to 2 kids. And then I said, all right, just pay me like you usually pay me, Lord. And I turned that $20 into $250 in less than 10 minutes. Now, doesn't matter how the money came to me. Just that the spirit, that appears to be outside that is my inside made sure I got my money back right away. So with that understanding, I can never be broke. Ever again. Never be broke again. I have developed that understanding. It's true. I can draw from the bank of God at any point in time. I'll never be broke again. And since I'll never be broke again, ever, okay, now I can make room for that mindset that never is broke. Now I can stop having those ideas take hold of me and then making that my physical evidence, because my invisible knowing is known through what is visible, so I'm without excuse. Okay? And now I can open myself to possibilities. That's why saying I don't know kept the possibilities open. When you say yes, you close the door to everything else too. So be sure when selecting, make conscious choices. Make conscious choices, but make sure your physical evidence is proof. That's why I get so frustrated when you guys don't want to live your lives. I'm just like, you're here for the experience. You're without excuse, but have the discernment. Understand you're the whole thing. You're not limited. Don't let it beat you up. Don't let it beat you up. You are the boss. But if you want something to come to you, it's very simple. Let go. You should not be holding on to your desire. Not yet. No. No. Do not. Okay? That's ungodly. Okay? That desire came from the heart. God gave it to you. Okay? Came to you. Your job is to be the translation of that desire and then say, okay, yes, I receive it, or no, that's not what I want, Lord. No, thank you. Usually you don't say no to God's gift, though. I promise you it's something you need. I promise. So don't say no. Say, practicing yes to the universe. Practicing yes to the universe, because that's what I did. Practicing yes to the universe, and that's why I get things. They just come to me. I just show up. Life in flow is not a life of struggle. Life in flow is not a life of struggle. Everything aligns. Everything keeps showing up. Everything always is physical proof of evidence of your knowing. So try it. Try it, you guys. Liliana, let's see. Now I have a man who's been chasing me, wants to spoil me. Now I have better judgment of men I want in my life. Liliana, that's fantastic. It's the natural order. Doesn't it feel good? I'm sure it does. It feels good. But as long as you're holding on to that desire in your heart, you haven't let it go. You haven't told God that you said yes. And so as long as that's the case, okay, you're being ungodly. You're being ungodly. Why are you being ungodly? Well, it's very simple. God is complete. He is whole. He is everything. And by he, I mean my consciousness. I'm using he as a placeholder. Okay? Okay? That's everything. My job is to remember that I'm everything so I can receive it. If I am wanting something, what am I saying? It's not there. It's not there. It's not there. I still want it. Well, so it's not there. I still want it. It's not there. It's not going to be because I still want it. So I keep saying it's not there. Your job is to convince your blind father that you already have it by pretending to be your brother. So put on that fucking costume and trick your father. And by that, I mean trick your brain into thinking you already have it. So what must you do? You must let go of that desire. You must let it go. It's that simple. You're being ungodly otherwise, aren't you? God is complete. Why are you wanting? And if you can master that vibe, everything will come to you. This is beyond dating advice. But that I gave the dating advice. However, it works for everything. It works for everything. Maintain your neutrality and the pendulum won't suck you in. If you don't maintain your neutrality, you're going to play either or, and it does not matter whether you want something or not. In fact, not wanting something really, really, really badly and wanting something really badly will still equate to the same evidence. Okay? All right, you guys. You see what Liliana says? I have it. I'm enjoying what I already have, and this is being reflected back to me through this man. Yes. That's what I keep trying to explain to. So Liliana, do you not agree now that it was never about him? He just mirrors who you are now to yourself. And right? Sorry about this, guys. I gotta go. Take that into account. I will see you guys later. However, I hope this helps me.